Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. My name is Jamie.
I'm Leia, and this is another episode of Married with Tech.
So we've been using the TECNO Camon 18 Premier for a while now, and we want to share our experience with you guys, specifically about its cameras.
In case you didn't know pala, their official ambassador is Chris Evans. So if you use the cameras to take your pictures, kamukha nyo si Cam.
But before we get to the cameras, let's talk about its price for a bit of context.
Okay, so the TECNO Camon 18 Premier is originally 15,990 pesos. But as of recording this video, we saw na naka-sale siya sa Shopee, so it's only 14,990. Now remember guys, this is part of a series. So depending on your budget, there's a Camon 18, which is below 10,000 pesos, and the 18P, which is originally, I think, 10,990, pero I think naka-sale din siya right now.
And as we said in our first video for the TECNO Camon 18 Premier, you might want to stick around to the very end of this one because we do have an early Christmas giveaway for you guys.
So diretsong tanong, are you happy with the camera performance of the smartphone?
Actually, I am very happy with the performance of the TECNO Camon 18 Premier, and I'm not just saying that. It went above my expectations both for photo and video, and we're going to be showing you guys some samples from my birthday trip to Subic and of course some shots around here in Metro Manila. Pero ikaw, happy ka ba sa cameras ng phone na to?
Yeah, actually I was pleasantly surprised. I see myself posting the photos without having to edit. So big plus kasi tamad ako mag-edit.
So let's take a look at some shots so we can talk about what we like specifically and some of the things that they can kind of work on. Okay, so straight off the bat, I'm gonna tell you right now that we didn't use the telephoto camera all that much, and it's just not this smartphone. It's a camera that I really don't use that often. But yung hyper zoom, yung 60x zoom, it has its uses, like our photo that we showed you in our initial review. It's a tool that you won't use that often, but when the right moment comes up, you will be happy that it's there. This photo has brought us a ton of joy. We always come back to it on our feed because we think it's just hilarious.
Now, while it can go all the way to 60x zoom, the best photos are still taken with a 5x optical zoom. Now for the main camera and the ultra-wide camera, I'm actually very happy with the shots. I like how vibrant the colors are, pero hindi siya oversaturated.
True, yeah.
And Jamie and I also noticed that the dynamic range for both cameras are pretty good. In fact, the difference is very little.
And you can see the difference here in this particular shot that we're going to show you, overlooking the Subic Bay. I think it looks really good every time we think about the shots from this phone. This is the shot I always think of, the main camera and the ultra-wide. You'll see the slight difference, but I think overall it looks fantastic. Now, of course, we also have to talk about the details, and I think the main camera has a ton of details in the shot. In this particular shot, I'm showing you guys of this fake plant. Kita pa yung alikabok, so definitely, alam nyo na, kita yung fine dust, so kita yung fine detail.
Okay, now let's talk about the portrait mode, and honestly, I think this is one of the things that they can still improve on. It works in terms of separating the subject from the background. However, I think they can work on the feathering na mas gradual so it mimics natural bokeh. And secondly, for some reason, when you use portrait mode, the colors are a bit different. So in this photo, I look a bit orange. And I guess the trick there really is to take several shots para may safety ka and you have options when posting.
Again, this is something that's easily solved by a software update. So TECNO, if you're watching this, baka naman, pusko ba yun? Basta baka naman, software update. Okay, so now let's talk night mode, and I think you really want to take a few extra safety shots to get the best shot possible. Now, in this wide angle shot, the overall photo does look really nice, but you will notice a bit of haze on the left side, and I think that's because of the yellow lamps. And then when you use the main camera, you will notice like on the bottom right side, the details are kind of muddy, but that was a particularly dark lit scene. So I'm gonna give this a pass because I think the overall photo does look good. But the best shot we got was of my food in the restaurant for dinner. And I think this one is really great because the lighting isn't exaggerated, it looks natural. And again, the details are there, the food looks yummy, and I'm seeing this photo again, I am getting hungry. So I think they did a really good job in this photo. But again, take safeties, and then know the ins and outs of this camera so you can get the best shot possible.
Okay, so now let's talk about the video capabilities of the smartphone because that's what it's known for. So ngayon, ito yung ultimate question. Does the gimbal work?
So short answer, yes, it does work. But just as a reminder, you're supposed to be using the 12 megapixel ultra wide to see the results because that's where the gimbal system is. So here's some footage with and without ultra steady so you can see the difference. Okay, so here's some footage from unboxed Green Hills, and as you can see, as we're moving around, at least wala yung micro jitters, which is important since you do not kahilo eh. But you will see some movement in the shots, but it is smooth. So I think that's very important. Now, if we switch over to footage using ultra steady mode, here you will see parang naka-gimbal ka na talaga. All you need is your smartphone. And if you're going to be starting to create vlogs on YouTube or wherever, I would definitely be happy to have this smartphone. Now, one thing that I also noticed and absolutely love on the Camon 18 Premier is the fact that when you turn on ultra steady mode, wala siyang crop. And that's something that we often notice when you use other smartphones that have this feature. So again, if you're shooting this to create content, there's nothing to worry about. It will be ultra smooth, like the name of the feature, ultra steady or ultra smooth.
Now let's talk about one of the features that I'm sure a lot of content creators would appreciate. It's the fill mode. So para siyang template for a quick video montage, so perfect siya for an intro or for a teaser. But you know what? I won't talk so much about it. We'll show you a sample. This is something that we shot in Subic.
Okay, so to show you guys how easy it is to use this film mode, here's some BTS footage of me doing a Camon 17P unboxing since I had to use a Camon 18 Premier. And my main tip for you guys is to use different angles just to make your video more interesting. But anyway, here's the result of that little shoot. So just a reminder, even in film mode, I do suggest that you use the ultra wide to take advantage of that gimbal system. But if you need to use the main camera or even the telephoto camera, I suggest using something like this or a selfie stick with a stand so your little video montage looks as clean as possible.
Syempre, we can't end this video without talking about the selfie camera. So generally, the photos are pretty good. There is beauty mode, but personally, I'd use it sparingly. What I do appreciate is it has eye autofocus.
Big help, and definitely help us get better photos using the selfie camera. So I think that's pretty much it for the cameras of the TECNO Camon 18 Premier. But since this is a phone, you're also going to be looking at the screen, at the processor, and I think overall this is a great device. Again, you have a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display, 120 Hz, so really smooth, really responsive, and if you're just kicking back at the end of the day with a video, the quality, the video quality, or the image quality was really nice as well. And then of course you have a Helio G96 processor. I tried playing some Pokemon Unite and some Call of Duty when we got back in our little kubo when we were relaxing in Subic. Gameplay was really smooth. I would suggest high when you're playing Pokemon Unite to make sure that you're around 60 FPS. But generally, gameplay was super smooth. For Call of Duty Mobile naman, you're locked at medium graphics, high frame rate. But the good thing here is that because you have a higher touch sampling rate because of that screen, it was really responsive. I was able to get a ton of kills, not to like grab or anything like that, but I was. But yeah, again, really responsive gameplay with the Helio G96 and the screen.
While it's a good device all around, I really think though that it's perfect for content creators because of the cameras and that gimbal system. Plus the battery, it's big, it's 4,750. So alam mo yun, mapagod ka na mag-vlog at mag-picture, hindi ka mawawala ng power.
True, the day we were running around Subic trying to get sample photos and just enjoying ourselves, yeah, we had a lot of battery left when we went back to rest at the end of the day.
Okay, so as we promised, we have an early Christmas present for you guys. We're giving away a TECNO Camon 18. So the mechanics will be in the description box below. Make sure to follow all of them.
But one of them is to check out our first video and leave a comment there, so it'll be somewhere on screen so it's easier for you guys to check out.
And that's it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and on Instagram.
This has been another episode of
Married with Tech.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Leia.
Peace, God bless. See you guys next time, and of course, stay safe.